Hey everyone, today I'm going to walk you through exactly how people are consistently pulling steady profit from sportsbook profit boosts legally with reduced gambling risks. We'll look at the real math that turns a simple 25%, 35%, or 50% profit boost into positive expected value and how to lock most of that value in as cash by hedging across books. First, let's clarify what a profit boost actually does. Say you place $100 on a negative 140 favorite. Normally, you'd win about $71 profit if it hits. With a 50% profit boost applied, that same winning bet now pays $106.50 profit instead of $71. The boost adds half again to whatever you were already going to win. If the bet loses, you still only lose your original $100 stake. There's no extra downside on losses, only extra upside on wins. That's the edge we're working with. Here's why these boosts are often plus EV even before you do anything fancy. Sharp books like Pinnacle or Circa are pricing the true probability of that minus 140 team at around 60 to 61% after removing the VIG. The retail sportsbook offering the boost is still giving you negative 140, which only implies about 58% probability in their pricing. When you add a 50% profit boost, you're effectively getting paid at roughly plus 105 on a bet that should be closer to negative 110 or better. Your expected value per dollar risked jumps from slightly negative, normal retail juice, to anywhere from plus 4% to plus 9%, depending on how much true edge you have over their line. A typical 35% boost still gives most people plus 2% to plus 6% EV on average. Small edges, but they add up fast when you're doing dozens of them a week. Now, the smart move is to turn as much of that positive EV as possible into risk-free profit by hedging the opposite side on another sportsbook. You place the boosted bet on one team, then lay off just enough on the opponent so that both outcomes pay you roughly the same amount. Quick example with a 50% boost. You have a $200 max 50% profit boost on FanDuel for the Celtics at minus 135. With the boost active, if the Celtics win, you get $200 risk to win $222.22. Normal payout would be $148.15. Boost adds another $74.07. You then go to DraftKings where the opponent is plus 145 and bet about $195 on them. If Celtics win, plus $222 from FanDuel minus $195 lost on DK equals plus $27 profit. If opponent wins, minus $200 from FanDuel plus $283 from DK equals plus $83 profit. That's not perfectly balanced yet because the boost only pays extra on one side, so you usually end up with one outcome paying a bit more than the other. In this case, you'd pocket somewhere between $27 and $83 no matter what happens. You're locking in most of the theoretical EV as cash today instead of waiting for the game to play out. That's one boost. The real scaling comes from having every major sportsbook, FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, Caesars, Fanatics, BetRivers, ESPN Bet, almost all of them run 25 to 50% profit boosts pretty much daily, especially around NFL Sundays or big college basketball nights. With 8 to 10 books, you're often looking at 20 to 30 usable boosts per day across the household. When you add in legitimate additional accounts, your spouse, parents, or siblings in the same state, each with their own ID and device, the volume gets serious fast. 30 or 40 accounts getting their own daily boosts is completely normal and within the terms of service as long as every account belongs to a real person. At that point, you're cycling several $1,000s a day in boosted stakes, and even if you're only capturing 8 to 15% on average after hedges, the dollars start adding up quickly. On top of that, many boosts pay bonus bets when the boosted side loses. Those bonus bets convert to cash at around 70 to 76% using the normal two-book method. So every loss on a boosted bet actually puts more fuel back in the tank. A few simple rules to keep everything sustainable long-term. Every account is a real person with their own device and payment method. Withdraw regularly but naturally. Don't hammer the cashier the second every boost settles. Track everything: boost percentage, lines, hedge amounts, and actual profit captured. Bottom line, these promotions exist because sportsbooks are competing hard for customers. When you shop lines carefully, apply the boosts to the softer side, and hedge intelligently, you're often playing with a mathematical edge instead of against the house juice. Start small, get comfortable with the hedge math on 25% and 35% boosts, add books and legitimate accounts one at a time, and the numbers can grow into something very consistent.